Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Watch 20, check 20. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Tight end right. 4 down.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 41, Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
On second down, here's Penny. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Wilson. Buying time to his left. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Penny will try to punch it in, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Another try for Penny, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown Panthers. Robbie Anderson. 37 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. There's Wilson to throw. Into the secondary, past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter. They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 3rd down, Penny. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Darnold, a quick throw to Anderson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Play action. It's Darnold. They'll roll him out right. And this one's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go, D. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He'll buy some time right. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And got his man complete. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play that time through the air. 46 yards. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Touchdown. Rashad Penny in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Check 31, check 31. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
A final shot before the break. Darnold flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off of play action, Darnold rolling to his right. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the twist.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Faking the give, Darnold. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point. That's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. Anderson loses the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, it can get away from them pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll find Everett there, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Throwing is Wilson. He's got... Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the 41, Darnold. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? A play fake, and it's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Watch the pass. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike.
That one complete to Anderson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A handoff to Penny. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, watch his flat, watch his flat. Watch his flat.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Check 50. Check 37. Hey, ready? Young lady. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. 6 man. Check curl.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Out left to Anderson. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Darnold to throw. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This from 55 yards out. It has the distance, and it is good from 55 yards out. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. So the victory here for Seattle, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win down